I thought you were going to touch me.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Thank you so much for watching the newest episode of
Moral Dilemma.
My name is, and you know me, DJ Ryan Ball. Oh, I shouldn't have said last name. Oh, forget it. Look me up if you want to. I don't care.
I'm Dan.
Oh, you didn't think they were going to look you up before this?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm tagged on Facebook.
My name's Eric.
My name's Parker.
And we're back.
Yeah.
We've little hiatus we've been on.
Yeah.
Just life, man.
Yeah, life gets in the way of us.
We're
doing
always
the
on a
show.
hiatus.
It's like
We need to switch that. This needs to be our life, and everything else is
just side notes.
Just side notes.
So,
Facts.
kiss your kids and wife goodbye.
Kiss your kid. That should be the slogan for Moral Dilemma. Kiss your kids and wife goodbye. You're watching Moral Dilemma.
Remember that video? Of that
Hide your
guy?
kids, hide your wife.
kids, hide your wife.
kids, hide your
Oh, yeah.
hide your kids, hide your wife.
I think, random trivia, I think that was the first video to go above 1 billion likes on YouTube.
Oh, was it? I thought
feel
it was
like
Charlie bit my finger.
Oh,
Charlie bit
I might be
me.
wrong.
Maybe.
that was
Because
hilarious,
then
though.
the North Korean, when he got
Oh.
out of North Korea and started singing that song.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Whatever
You're
that's-
watching Moral Dilemma. Oh, man.
That's- we probably do present a more dilemma
Yeah.
sometimes for families.
Also, I think we forget how long we've been doing this.
Yeah,
Like, it's been over a year for sure.
it's crazy.
I love it, though. And coming up is spooky season.
Yes,
And I think
sir.
We need to do
another one with another Halloween with Doug.
I think
Yeah.
we're way off.
Get
track.
back into demon talk again.
Yeah.
That was fun.
I was
Yeah,
just
that was
watching that podcast. Actually.
That's one of my favorite ones. I
It was
think
really
I should,
good.
I've
We
sat
should
there.
when we do the new one, we should relaunch the other one. Like
Repost
connect them.
it.
Yeah, repost it.
That really was one of my favorite ones. Something I do want to do for spooky season. It'd be cool if we all watched like a throwback horror movie
Oh yeah,
one night and just
like
talked
it.
about it
Yeah.
because that is
Mystery Science Theater.
I've never seen it. Oh well, we could do.
You haven't seen that show?
I haven't. I know what it is though,
Oh, okay.
I've always wanted
but
to
do one
that.
for it. That would be cool. But it really,
Dan, did you used
really-
to watch that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
Dan's talked about
used to
wanting
make
to.
that. I've always wanted
wanting
to
to
do.
make some.
I've
we
always
could do
wanted to
a
it.
special like that.
Well,
Oh.
I know Eric's really good at talking during movies.
Hey, if it's a really
Ooh.
boring, bad movie, yeah, yeah. I'm sorry.
Honestly, I wish I could go back in time and get the audio of you during Hereditary. And I also wish I could get what I was thinking during Hereditary. Slap the R rating on there and then post
I
it.
found it was Gundam style. Did you find it, Dan?
I'm
Whoop,
sorry.
whoop.
Yeah,
I
the
apologize
first
for
video to
your
go above
experience.
1 million views, it said Ronaldo's like a soccer.
Oh, I
Nike
had a
goal,
billion.
but 1 billion, I think it was Gangnam Style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Classic.
What were you saying, Eric? Sorry.
Oh, I just said.
To go-
Didn't I ruin it to the point you had to go see it twice?
Yeah, but I couldn't finish it the second time because I got scared.
Dude,
Yeah.
I got scared watching it too. I was at my nana's house. She was on
Yeah, you were
vacation.
house sitting, right?
Yeah, and so I made the mistake of watching it at nighttime. And I also made the mistake that my nana, she's big into like making clothes and stuff like that. She has a bunch of headless dolls around the house and right beside the TV, and so it's just kind of standing there watching
How
me.
could you get scared at that movie though?
That is
Hey,
a dumb
was
question.
I just want to rewatch it again with you.
It was lame.
We can do it at my house.
You need to
Didn't
stop.
You had the crazy looking girl on there. I guess it was.
didn't
Kind of
Eric
offensive.
didn't Eric ruin
Cut
that
that
movie
part.
for some other people too? Was that the movie that
Oh,
people
me and
came
Jordan
over?
had a great time.
Was that the movie the guy came over and told us to stop talking? He said,
No.
what movie was that? And like there was like 5 people in the theater.
Was it Star Trek?
He can't. No, I mean it was recent. I mean it was past couple years.
I think
mean,
Logan told me. But I don't think I was.
It was
at
like a
this
younger
movie.
guy. I mean, he was like probably there with his college buddy, and he was like, "Hey guys, can you be quiet? There's other people in here trying to watch this movie too."
Oh my god!
I think
and we were like, "Yeah, sure."
I wasn't there.
I feel
Yes,
like
you
I
were.
was.
It
there.
No, I wasn't.
I can't remember. It feels like I was there, unless. But I don't remember what it was.
I mean,
Don't put this on me.
I was there with.
probably
I was
wasn't
there
I,
with.
not,
some
I would
people.
have remembered if somebody came up.
No,
and
he
said-
did. I have a good memory. He did. I know.
No,
some
I'm
guy
not
did.
saying that didn't happen, but
Yeah.
I don't think I was there.
Well,
I feel like
there was a
there's
group
another-
of people.
I
Like,
feel like there was
oh,
another
sure.
time that a group of people down in front of us turned around and yelled too.
he actually got out of his seat and
We're
came
just
over.
bad
I don't know.
people.
I was like, man, that took a lot of
I'll
guts
never
to come up
forget
and say that to us.
Me and your experience, though. That was crazy. I'm not with this guy. I'm not with this guy.
Yeah, that's our classic.
Yeah.
Classic.
What's so funny is I start playing my little PSP.
PSP, yeah.
Oh my god.
There's just some
Yeah.
strange guy just sitting next to it.
What movie was this? I think we
That
talked
was
about it on
Gran,
the podcast.
yeah,
Yeah.
Gran Torino.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the guy sat down right beside us.
Oh, it
It
started.
was like me,
And we're like-
Eric, this dude. Like he was like,
And he was like all buddy, like, "How
Oh,
you
yeah.
doing, man?
Yeah.
How's it going? This is gonna be great.
I
This is
think
gonna
that
be
should
great."
be a rule.
Oh, look at who's coming in.
he was like, oh, this is gonna be funny now. I was like, oh, we're all dead.
Oh my gosh, that rule of not sitting next to someone you don't know at a theater should be thought of as the same as like don't use the urinal.
Urinal,
next to
yeah,
someone.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
facts.
Like
No,
it's
I
like
agree.
it's a staple.
Especially nowadays with COVID, that should just be the rule.
Exactly.
Have you had that happen recently?
No,
I
but
think I was forced to sit
So-
next to some guy because
Well, the way you
The
have to pick your
tickets now.
seat now, but the seats being bigger is not as
yeah.
bad. But still,
me and
Yeah.
Corey went to see the Night House.
Fighting
average
the
movie.
armrest.
But we online the entire theater was open, and me and Corey picked two seats in the middle or whatever next to each other. And when we got there, we like looked back on our thing to see if the theater was open, and like a few people had bought stuff, but one guy was sitting right next to where we had the seats booked. So me and Corey asked the person if we could move, and we sat in the handicap seats in the back. But like, and the guy still showed up. It was just some random guy who was like, "Oh, I want to sit in the middle too. I'll sit next
he
to these
just-
two guys."
Yeah, he just wanted to sit next to you.
my feeling is,
I'll pass.
if it's 20 minutes into the movie and no one's there yet, I'm
Yeah.
going to get up and move.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
Definitely.
yeah.
the whole standing next to a urinal thing now, though, Eric said COVID, but now you may want to stand next to someone,
Why?
get a little splashback. Urine, might kill some stuff. like,
Dan's collecting bottles of
yeah,
pee.
Have you looked up
Figured-
that statistic, Dan? Like how much does urine actually kill?
It's salty and I like the taste.
What makes urine so?
Let's
Well, it's the salt.
Let's get into
It's
this.
the
real
salt in
quick.
your body.
What
The
makes
salt?
urine?
really?
Yeah, because it's your liver and kidneys and everything process it, and it's just your leftover.
Have you guys ever tasted urine?
No.
Not intentionally.
Oh, what
I
happened
was
there?
waiting for
I've
that.
been peed on a lot.
hear
by
You, had a lot,
kids.
you must have had some serious flashback to have that happen.
It was a bad time.
Yeah. Should we go into detail?
Probably
Okay.
not.
Yeah.
Um,
We're gonna lose our G rating.
Cameron held you down, didn't
this
he?
isn't
It
my
just-
this isn't my story, but a family that goes to our church. I won't say their last names, but like Nathan, Hannah, Roger, Tana,
Oh yeah.
them. They were building their house.
I think you just named enough names.
I won't
that
name their
people will
last
figure out.
names, but I'll just
What
name all
combination
of
of
them.
names will work out for
Tell
that?
us their dog's name too.
Coco. Anyway, they were building their house,
Yeah.
the house they live in now, way back. And Nathan, you know how much he loves construction stuff.
Yeah.
Even still,
Yeah.
he would hang out with his dad. And his dad built the whole house basically by himself, and Earl helped too. So there's the whole family name and
Yeah.
family tree. You can look stuff up. But they didn't have any bathroom or anything. And I guess Nathan was peeing in bottles for some reason,
Are you
even though he could just
serious?
pee outside or whatever. And Roger took a big old
Oh.
swig. But the funny thing is that it had been sitting in the sun all day. And so he didn't even really realize it was pee until like after he had set it down, got back to working, and then was like, wait a second, Nathan peed in that Powerade bottle earlier and I just drank it.
Oh,
my
man.
God.
Another funny story that has to do with the same family
Oh, man.
is we were camping one time, and we were at this we were at the campground getting ready to leave, and my dad decided to pee next to his truck, and it like ran down under his truck through the other side, and my dad went over to Roger, was like, "Roger, come here." And
I
he's like,
heard
"Yeah,
this
what's
one.
up?" My dad was like, "It's like, dude, something's leaking from my car. I don't know what it is." And Roger sticks puts his fingers in and smells it.
Well, that's not antifreeze.
My dad was like, "I peed there. Sorry, man." And Roger was like, "Well, I'm glad you said that. I almost tasted it to see." I guess Roger does that.
Oh,
Gotta
God.
love pee, man.
Well, when you mentioned that family, I think about I haven't even seen about the toilet in the basement. It's
Oh.
just like no
Yeah.
walls, just a toilet.
Yeah. For
middle
people who
of
don't
the
know,
building.
this family has a basement that a lot of gatherings happen there. Like anytime we're there for New Year's or whatever, a lot of people are in the basement hanging out. They have like a TV and stuff, like a treadmill and everything. But they also have just a
random turd.
toilet in the middle of the room, no walls, nothing. Usually a roll of toilet paper on the back. The family actively uses it. So That's pretty cool.
I mean,
You don't have to worry about the fumes.
It's a little
The
strange.
fumes have plenty of room.
a
to
room
escape.
that open, and I'm taking a
Yes,
dump.
if you ever get sent to prison, you'll be good to go.
You're
used to
used
One
to
day,
it.
I would love to have a house that's kind of in the middle of nowhere
Did you
and
ever
have
use that toilet?
a toilet on my front porch, just facing the wilderness. And I'd poop there naked all the time. If I
Did you
could.
use that toilet in the
I've
basement?
peed in
What
it
if a
before,
bear
yeah.
comes at you? What do you do?
It will
Wipe
come
and
after
run,
me.
baby.
Wipe and run.
Oh, no.
Gotta wipe before you run because you run before
Yeah.
before you wipe, dude.
I'm not running with stinky cheeks, bro.
Chafe City.
When we go
That's the
when we go
least you do.
camping with my wife's family up out in Ritchie County, we go up on top of this hill, like in the woods.
Yeah.
And there's an outhouse, but like so every time I use it, I always leave the door open.
Yeah.
Because I don't
Oh,
like closing the door.
pictures.
I shared a picture on Facebook. Just
Whoa.
you're like staring into trees.
Okay.
But I have a string tied to the door, so like if I hear 4-wheelers coming up over the hill, I can just pull the string.
String
Innovation.
breaks
Yeah.
on the pole.
Emergency, yeah.
Yes, my
You're like Mose
yeah.
on The Office.
Yeah. Like, what year is this?
Just pooping, you know how I be. Oh man.
I love that episode where Dwight's desk is moved into the bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
And then he answers the
Yeah,
phone.
yeah.
Hello?
Kevin comes out with a candle. He's like, "Wash your hands."
Wash your
Kevin."
I did talk about that on a podcast, right? About my discovery of use it like burning a candle.
Oh,
while
yeah.
you're
Oh
pooping.
yeah, early on.
Has anyone tried that since?
Oh, I have since.
No, I
yeah.
haven't.
Have you really?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Join the cult, dude.
Well, the whole burn a match afterwards. I guess it's that whole thing.
No, but dude, it's a vibe. Turn the lights out, light a candle. Good
Why
to
do you
go,
need to
man.
turn the lights out, though?
Because it just is the ambiance, man.
Adds to the mood.
Everything just comes out.
Do you not
smoother.
look at your phone at all while you're on the toilet?
If I have a candle lit and I go in there intentionally for the vibes, no.
Oh, wow. Just
do you
alone
put
in
your
the silence.
do you put your feet up on the squatty potty?
I have.
You ever had those
We have a
times where
squatty
you
potty.
start praying to God?
Oh yeah. Help me. Recently, actually, this morning at church, I came in right before I did praise and worship. I had to take a stinky, and it was just bad, man.
See,
Like-
I hate eating late dinner because I have to wake up like early in the morning and go to the bathroom. It's like
In the
I have to
morning?
unload.
Yeah.
Dan used to write all of our songs in
Yeah.
the bathroom.
That's where you have the most
Really?
inspiration.
Really?
He had a lot
Oh.
of inspirational stuff, and so
Dan, have you ever played the
got a
guitar
point.
while pooping?
I think so.
I play the ukulele.
Really?
the ukulele.
I used to read comic books a lot.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have a rack beside mine in
Did
the
you ever
bedroom
lose
with
anything in the
comics
toilet
it.
while you're trying to do something?
My cat fell in the toilet the other day.
Really?
That's a story. Yeah, I was filming a video.
Did you flush?
I was gonna post like a guitar video. I was gonna post like a video of me playing guitar, and I recorded in my parents' bathroom because the acoustics are great. I didn't get this on video, unfortunately, but I was just like playing, trying to figure it out, and then all of a sudden I hear something just flipping around in the toilet, and my cat had sat on the toilet seat and just slid in. And it was running around, so I just opened the door and closed it behind it. I was like, it can dry off.
It's clean water.
True.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
Drink.
I've dropped a glove in the toilet before.
Have we talked about
Wait. Why
glove?
is there
Wait,
a
what'd you-
glove
Yeah.
Okay,
needed
listen.
in the bathroom?
Listen. It got a little heated, all right?
Do some work.
So I was doing a Savage race, and it gets really muddy and stuff. So naturally, I had my gloves in my pocket.
Don't want to get your hands
And-
dirty.
Exactly. And so I went to the bathroom. I stood up, and it slipped out and landed right on top of the dookie pile.
Oh,
and
did you flush? Flush it?
I mean, it's a porta potty, so there's not really any flushing
Oh.
involved.
Oh,
So
no.
you
Yeah,
gotta
so it's
reach
just
there
kind
and
of
grab it.
yeah, it's just kind of sitting there mocking me. I'm like, sorry, Pop, you're not getting it back. So I just threw the other one away.
If it was his, I would have got it and give it back to him.
Yeah. Here, Dad.
Hey, don't worry
I
about the
don't
blue
need-
dye.
Maybe if I wanted to get grounded. Yeah, it's just mud.
Quick question: why do they put that blue dye in there? Does anyone know?
Oh,
I'm
it's,
pretty sure it kills the
Dan's
smell.
gotta
and stuff.
know.
yeah.
It doesn't work very well.
And to eat at it, I think it helps kind of.
Oh, is it like a
It helps it break down
disintegrant?
break
bacteria.
it down, probably. Yeah.
Listen,
Right.
if you're gonna
Something like
hide,
that.
that'd be the best place to hide.
I saw a video
If you're
recently
gonna hide
of
your
a
Wi-Fi
guy
to your kids.
Yeah, 'cause
inside a
some-
porta
some-
potty.
Dan, you don't know you don't remember this story? I remember it came out in the news. A guy
Yeah.
they arrested a
Yeah.
guy at
At a
Stroud's
State-
Run.
was it a Stroud's Run?
I'm pretty sure it's Stroud's
I know
Run.
it was at a state park.
Yeah, I don't know if the,
He was in
it
scuba
the-
gear. He was down inside there
He was looking up
looking
at,
at,
yeah.
for people, girls mainly.
Oh, I
Coming
didn't hear
in.
about that. I
Listen,
saw.
that is-
I
That is
thought
so
it was Stroud's
disgusting.
Run.
I'm just
I could
saying-
be wrong.
I mean, so I don't want to get in trouble for saying whatever, but I'm just saying, like,
Say
if
it.
somebody's doing that and you're packing,
Wait, what do you mean? Like gun?
yeah,
That's not right.
Like shooting fish in a barrel.
like
see what you're saying.
nobody's ever gonna know where that dude's at ever. Like, that would be the end of
Yeah.
that. I mean, because
It'd
I mean,
probably start smelling though, wouldn't it?
well, I mean, yeah,
Obviously.
because I
He's
read
probably
this.
into
I
that,
read the
though.
story. They had to like there's this eye staring up, and they had to call the fire department to hose him off and stuff. And I remember the cops. It said that the cops were arguing about who was going to transport the guy back to the police station because
I'd
no
make
one
him
wanted
walk.
to put him in the car.
I'd make
They
him
probably
walk.
wrapped
Don't
him
blame
in
them.
that silver tinfoil security blankets they have, and just like a
Stinky
big
bandit.
Chipotle burrito.
He's like, yeah, it was weird.
I dropped my phone. I went down here, and I
Someone handed it to
somehow
me.
Sunday turned into Monday, and
You know, it's they're like interviewing the like witness who found him, and they're like, yeah, I was like pooping, but I just didn't hear the poop hitting the water.
How sick do you have to be to do that?
He's just
man?
catching it in his hands.
I've heard of Poseidon's kiss, but
That's the worst. If you ever get a Poseidon's kiss in a porta potty, you need to go disinfect somewhere close. Like just head to CVS or something and get it taken care of. Just tell them what's going on. They'll understand.
Well, for the
Boy, have we gotten off
one
topic.
listener that's now remaining after
Do we have listeners?
maybe.
Yeah, we got listeners.
we got listeners. We don't know how many. But we got
This guy's a listener.
You're gonna have to put a disclaimer at the first of this episode. Skip to like minute 12 if you do not want potty talk.
Dude, I like the potty talk.
Yeah, how do we get there?
We all experience
I
it.
don't know. Doesn't matter.
How did we get there?
I don't know.
This guy started talking
Start
about
talking about the candle
the-
thing or something.
No, it was about
about
that
urine,
one
right?
family's toilet in their
Oh,
basement.
yeah.
yeah.
I brought that up.
Yeah,
That's my fault.
that is a rabbit trail.
Well, there we go.
Anyway, this episode, believe it or not, is about video game soundtracks.
Nice transition.
Flushing toilet sound.
Yeah, Eric messaged me the other day. I guess so. Were you just like in your free time listening to video game music? Just
Well,
to, like,
you know,
zone
I've been
out?
kind of getting a kick of listening to
Retro.
retro or playing retro video games. Like I've been getting some. Like I got this little handheld retro video game
yeah,
system,
yeah.
and I got some.
I still haven't seen that though. You haven't showed me that yet.
Yeah, I meant to bring it tonight, but I forgot.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's cool. I haven't really. There's other things you can do with it. I haven't really messed.
That's
with it too
the
much.
what's it called?
It's a Retroid Pocket.
Retro Pocket.
2.
Okay, 2.
What kind of games can you play on it?
All the way up to Dreamcast.
Really?
So
Wow.
you can
That's
get
a
like
lot, actually.
PSP, Dreamcast, PlayStation games.
I've seen people run
Wow.
like N64 and stuff on it.
GameCube.
Yeah,
That is
N64. Not GameCube,
GameCube.
but Dreamcast you can.
Game
Up
Sphere
to-
though.
Not all Dreamcast games would actually work with it.
Yeah,
my
I've seen like
third
some of
favorite
the more intense ones are kind of.
Well, it just got me thinking. One of my favorite game soundtracks is Batman and Robin animated series.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's the only one is available on Genesis.
Hmm.
For some reason they made, which is it's a good game on Super Nintendo and some of the other systems. And there's even a Sega CD game
Yeah.
that's that too. But this one particular game is more like a shooter type game.
hmm
But the music in it, man, that it really just, I don't know, it's kind of technical.
Yeah, I mean it's that
music.
classic 8-bit,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
sound,
well,
yeah.
16-bit actually.
16.
Yeah.
My bad.
So it's
All
twice
due
as good.
Twice the bits.
But anyhow, for one, it was impressive because it's a Sega Genesis, and most of their games soundtracks were okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I really like Streets of Rage. The soundtracks for that game is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But this one just was like, whoa, this has got some really upbeat songs. And then, like, as you're playing through the game, there's like, wow, there's some really different kind of
hmm
tones and different things that they do and style. I really liked it. I
Yeah.
thought it was wow. Like, as far as a full soundtrack, I would say it's one of the best
hmm
16-bit games
Yeah.
that, especially for the Genesis,
Mhm.
that I really, dug.
Mm.
I
Shout
think
out
the
to Doug.
soundtracks.
Big Doug.
Shout out to Doug.
But of course, I know I'll let you go ahead and share some of yours. But I would
mean,
say
you sent me a list of a
ActRaiser.
few.
ActRaiser was a good one for
Yeah.
Super Nintendo.
Mhm.
That was a good soundtrack. Castlevania 4.
Castlevania.
was a
That's
great one.
that's what I was gonna say that you mentioned to me, and
Yeah,
I
that was
actually
a
started
great
listening to the
soundtrack.
Castlevania soundtrack at work when you sent me that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's really good.
Um,
And of course, Symphony of Nights for
Mhm.
PlayStation. That was a great game and
Yeah.
a great soundtrack.
yeah, it's got that like dark vibe to
Yeah.
it.
Mhm.
It's like, oh, it's so cool. I think my favorite soundtrack for a while was the Skyrim soundtrack.
Mhm.
Kind of grew up with that game.
Yeah.
And it like when that game came out, like that was a lot of people just knew a lot of the songs on it, and like I've seen TikToks of people like singing like the like Bard songs and stuff in it. Like there's just so much like music and stuff in that game, and it's so cool. But I think my favorite of all time now is Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
Because I a few years ago, probably like 4 years ago now, I played the original Final Fantasy VII on Switch because it came out for that, and I loved the game so much, and I knew I liked the soundtrack, but like it was just kind of like there. But when Final Fantasy VII Remastered came out, I was playing it. Great game, but the soundtrack, like for just only playing it 4 years ago, the soundtrack made me feel so nostalgic because it's like kind of like remastered songs. Like,
Yeah.
so I went back and listened to the original soundtrack, and dude, it's like I forget the guy who makes it, but I think he's done a couple Final Fantasy VII game or Final Fantasy games. But that is top notch soundtrack. Another soundtrack I really liked is the Donkey Kong Country soundtrack.
Yeah.
I used to listen to that in college because I read somewhere that listening to video game music helps you concentrate. I just got lost in the Donkey Kong vibes. But it is the Donkey Kong music's so sick, and it has really cool bass lines. It's like 16-bit or 8-bit. I can't remember.
16. but
16. Okay,
Super
I'm
Nintendo.
bad. I'm bad.
That's
at
all
that.
right. Back in the day, that was what was
But dude,
important.
Donkey Kong Country's got some slapping bass lines. It's so sick.
The Super Nintendo's processor for audio was actually way better than the Genesis.
Oh, really?
Processor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Genesis was kind of lagging in that element, but Super Nintendo had quite a processor for audio sound.
Another video game soundtrack that I think doesn't really count, but I'm going to say it anyway, is Guitar Hero World Tour. Specifically that game.
Well, I was going to say, because I did send you Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Yeah, and they have like
Which is a great collection. Like, I think that's separate. Is that
Yeah.
separate kind of category in a way? Because it's like
actual
you're taking
music.
actual
like
music
that
that
like compiled
they
songs.
compile
Yeah.
it, because that, to me, was a great collection of 80s.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, if
sounds.
we're gonna go into that route, like Tony Hawk games,
Yeah.
have some of the like those games are the reason why I listen to the music I listen to now.
I'm
Basically,
trying to debate.
MXPX and stuff was on
was
there.
Tony Hawk's 1 or Tony Hawk 2? I think Tony Hawk 2 was probably the best soundtrack. Where was Ace of Spades? That was
Oh,
a great soundtrack.
Yeah.
I think that was Tony Hawk 2.
I think it was too. Yeah.
But for Guitar Hero World Tour, that's when me and my brothers played all the time, and that got us
Mm-hmm.
into like System of a Down.
Yeah.
It got me into Nirvana,
Rage Against the Machine.
Rage Against the Machine. Oh my gosh, dude, it was such a good soundtrack. Or I guess it's soundtrack.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think out of all the Guitar Hero games, that's my favorite for sure.
Did you ever play a game called Rez? I'm going back to the other side of the things now.
Rez.
It's kind of like a shooter where you play like this. Anyhow, it's a really cool game. It's
Is
got
it the
really
one where you're
good
the
sound.
Beetle?
No.
Okay.
no.
I played some weird game where you're a Beetle. It's
You
like a
should
rhythm
check
game.
out Rez. It's,
Okay.
It's a pretty cool game.
Yeah.
It's like a shooter, but it's like you're like in this humanoid form and
Okay.
you're
I think I've
flying around.
I've
There's
heard of
different colors and stuff. It's a good game.
Yeah.
You know, I think about that, whether it's a movie, whether it's a video game, music does matter. Like another game that I would say was, have you ever played Shadow of Colossus?
I haven't.
Great soundtrack.
That game is awesome.
Great soundtrack.
They just recently came out with a remaster of that too.
Yeah. And then I was thinking about, actually, I was telling this to you guys before, but Final Fantasy 8
Yeah.
was that opening song. I used that for a drama.
No way.
Really?
That's cool.
That was the gospel drama. That was one of the fight scenes in that. So yeah, I've used some video games. Oh, I've also used Killer Instinct for a drama. That was
That's
some of those
awesome.
songs were like I don't know what the title of that drama is, but that was like people being dragged to hell. I used like this skeleton guy's, which I can't remember his name now.
Yeah.
But anyhow, he was being, used that soundtrack for that scene.
I remember Adam bringing people to the Lord using the Mad Max soundtrack.
That's good.
Yeah, epic. What about you, Dan? Got any highlights?
For video games?
Yeah.
Indie games.
Well, so yeah, I mean I put like Guitar Hero on there just because it's music, so technically it's a soundtrack, and there's some
Yeah.
good music on those games. But yeah, I put a few. I mentioned Final Fantasy games too.
Even like their old stuff, like
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 1, Final
yeah.
Fantasy 2.
They
Like
had some
they
good
had some
stuff.
really good music on 8-bit too with
Yeah.
Nintendo.
I put Doom on there,
Okay.
All
from
Doom
the
is
'93 version.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
good
had
music.
because it had like Slayer and Metallica on there. I mean,
Yeah.
those are, it kind of gets you into the. But you're right, music is important because if it wasn't that
Sets
type
the
of
mood.
music, if it's strolling through the park when you're Doom, Tiny Tim, whatever song that is, So that song. I put God of War, the soundtrack.
Oh yeah.
I know I always talk
yeah.
about God of War when it comes to video games,
No,
but I just
would you say the third one was the best soundtrack? That's what I was debating.
I mean, I don't know.
I
I'm
think the
always
newest
partial to
one.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That first time you play the game and you'll hear that music and just I don't know.
You
It's
haven't
so-
played the new
No,
one,
I have
you?
not played the
I think the
newest one.
soundtrack. I mean, it's different, obviously, but
Oh,
like the
it's really
soundtrack
good.
of that
I
one's
bought
chill.
the theme,
Oh yeah,
and
it
it
plays.
also plays the soundtrack.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's
to
awesome.
one of the songs. So that's how when I turn my PS4 on. That's
So,
Oh, that's cool.
and then I also had the Legend of Zelda. I always enjoyed.
Those are just.
I always enjoyed
classics.
that music on there. Just very fantasy kind. Yeah, just very fantasy kind of.
Yeah.
Pretty. Yeah. So that's all I had for video games.
Yeah.
I mean,
What do you got, Parker?
So as far as like actual songs,
I
I
have
have to agree with World Tour
Okay.
because we played that all the time. Just about any of the Guitar Heroes we
Dude.
played all the time.
That's-
Like
that
Eye of the
was my
Tiger,
favorite.
baby.
Oh,
It's a classic.
Eye of the
Absolute
Tiger.
classic.
Yeah.
Dun, dun.
As far as non-song ones, just good old soundtracks. One of my favorites is the original Sonic the
I
Hedgehog.
knew you were gonna say Sonic something.
I just love that.
Yeah, it's
the
good.
Have you played all the
techno
Sonic
vibes.
games?
Just about.
Okay.
There's a few I'm missing, but
Yeah.
that's because they're only in Japan or whatever.
Oh
Yeah.
really? Oh, so you've played like most of the American ones?
Yeah.
The ones that came out of America. Okay.
And then
Did you play Sonic Team Racing?
I did. It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the time, most of the Sonic games are like
What do you
awesome if you're
What do you like so much about Sonic?
He's fast.
so.
Because
He's fast.
I've tried playing them and I can't get into it.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
Which ones have you played?
I can't remember.
You need
I
to go
like
back to
Son-
the
I like
original.
Sonic.
1 and 2.
I
Yeah.
like the
Sonic-
Sonic games. I'm
yeah.
singing the song in my head
CD
right now.
Sonic CD.
Sonic CD was a good one. My
Because
favorite
you're
Sonic
like
game.
huge into Sonic.
Yeah.
And you're even putting stuff on Letterboxd of
Yeah.
Sonic movies.
that I have a bunch of those. So my favorite video game ever is Sonic Adventure 2. It has a little bit of nostalgia to it as well.
Yeah.
But that is probably one of my favorite soundtracks as well. So I
Okay.
guess it all ties in.
It all ties
Um,
in, baby.
Is that?
But-
Did you play that on Game Boy Advance? Was that?
No, I played on GameCube.
Oh, GameCube.
Okay.
Yeah. Me and Cam used to play that all the time when we were kids.
Shout out to
and,
Cam.
Yeah.
You're gonna see
and,
Cam in an
uh,
episode here soon.
Not real
And,
soon. It might be
yeah.
days or weeks later.
oh
It'll
yeah.
be soon.
Soon in terms of the next ones.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I just always liked that that kind of style of game.
Mhm.
Sonic 2 definitely was like the peak because you had so many different kinds of levels and stuff like that. I love the soundtrack because they're all so different. Like each character has their own kind of style. Like Sonic was more of grunge, and then Shadow was more like hard rock kind of stuff, and it just
Yeah.
has different styles.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's what I grew up on, but yeah, I played it to
I
death
didn't
and
know
stuff
that.
like that.
You're a Sonic guy.
Yeah, just about everything.
They're a
you could
different breed,
imagine.
man. I had a friend in college who was a Sonic guy, and they're just like built different.
Some of them are a little strange.
They're the ones that would run like Sonic in gym class.
They
Not
power
that-
up.
I
They
can't go
power
that
up,
far.
spin,
they power up.
They do a little spin.
I can't go that far.
Anytime they see an onion ring, they freak out.
No.
Collecting all the rings.
Oh my gosh.
That was a bad one. Cameron appreciated it.
So
I'd say as far as other video game soundtracks, though, Skyrim I've listened
Oh.
to a bunch, especially one of the ones at the end of the soundtrack, Skyrim Atmosphere. It's not really like any
Yeah.
music; it's just kind of like
The vibes.
yeah, and it's. I listen to it when I'm like studying or
Yeah.
anything like that, and it's really good.
Dude, if you're ever studying or whatever, I know you're not in school right now,
Mm.
but if you ever need to concentrate, you can look up their YouTube channels where people play Skyrim, but in like a peaceful way and record just like the sounds and stuff, and you can just listen to it in the background. It's super cool. They also have
sounds
ones
relaxing.
for Minecraft. They like
Yeah.
I listened to before bed the other day because I was listening to another podcast. They were talking about this, like 10 hours of someone building a house in Minecraft
Jeez.
with like the weather changes and
Yeah.
stuff. It was just so like peaceful.
Yeah.
That's another one I wanted to mention is Minecraft.
The music.
Minecraft, yeah.
Yeah.
It's on. It's really relaxing.
Dude, the
What?
Minecraft music is next
Come on.
level.
Yeah.
No,
You gotta
it's
give it
not.
props.
Dude,
Come
Minecraft was
on.
like
I-
revolutionary.
I
with-
can't
don't-
get
I don't-
I can't get it to work on my iPad when I play.
But
I
here's
can't
the
get sound.
thing.
There's no sound.
It's not. Is it that you've been playing it for 20 hours and now it's stuck in your head, or is
No.
it something that you'd be like, I want to go listen to
No,
this?
dude,
So
listen.
you're telling me that you want to just go listen to that, like, and you put it in your car right now?
Not
and
in my
listen to-
car, but like
Well,
in
where do
certain
you listen to
situations.
it
Like,
at?
I've listened to it while studying. Dude, listen,
on,
listen,
man.
Dude, it's
I
really.
think you've just been
stress
brainwashed after
relieving.
10 hours of building a
dude.
planet or whatever you're doing in that world.
Minecraft, it has a great soundtrack.
When you listen to something for 20 hours, then I think it's probably you're just brainwashed and you think you like it, but it's not.
Dude. But another thing about soundtracks, though, I think that the way that games use them is important too.
Oh, yeah.
Minecraft, for example, I know you might not agree, but it doesn't constantly play in the background.
Yeah.
It like fades in and stuff. Like if the day's changing, like the music will play a little bit, and it's super low key in the background, and it's just like this peaceful vibe. You're just hanging out.
Are you
building stuff.
cranking it up as you're playing it?
I'm
Like,
not
you wanna
cranking it
hear
up, but like
this?
when it comes on, when I boot up Minecraft, it just hits you, and it's just
Classic.
like a lush like piano song. The other one I really like is Ghost of Tsushima, the way that they use it,
Yeah.
because they'll have like a lot of silence too, but then it'll come in during like randomly encountered fight scenes in like really cool ways. And if you're like stealthing and like you attack someone and like everyone breaks out into a fight, the music goes along with that. And I think it's genius, and I don't know how they do it, but it's so good.
It's like the most cinematic game.
Oh my gosh,
ever.
yeah.
Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
One game we didn't mention is the first Halo.
Oh yeah, we missed
Oh
Halo.
my gosh.
That music was awesome.
That was
Yeah.
a classic. Dude, Breaking Benjamin with Halo.
Oh,
Yeah, I remember.
So
I remember
good.
when I made that discovery. I'm like, listen, this song sounds familiar.
Yeah.
I know it's
And like, I
revolutionary.
racked my brain, and like, I was just like floored when I made that.
What
discovery. I'm
happened?
like, whoa.
I don't know about this. What?
Breaking Benjamin.
Yeah,
It's
I
an
don't-
artist. It's,
That was Halo 2,
they,
right?
They do. They have a song in there.
yeah.
I remember it because
Blow
I
Me
kept
Away.
dying, and so I kept hearing it over and
Oh,
over
you
again.
told me this.
So
But you come in. I forget what level it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you just come in, and it's like a big open room, and then they just come out the other door, and so you just gotta. It's a big fire
Yeah.
fight. That's why that song is a very upbeat. It starts off with a guitar.
That's exactly how it
Yeah.
sounds like.
Yeah, I can't do it, but it's really very, you know, because
Also
there's a big
in,
firefight there. I kept dying, so I'd have to start it over again, and I'd hear it again. So.
Fun video game fact: in Halo 2, in one of the maps, there's like this Easter egg where if you like go out of the map and whatever, in like under this tunnel that you're not supposed to go in because it's like out of bounds or whatever, there's like a section of the map that you can see. It's very small, but it says Ben was here, and it's like a Breaking Benjamin like Easter egg. I think that's cool.
That's cool.
Wasn't any jumping required, was there?
Probably. You probably would be out of luck. But I'll send you a link.
Well,
how to do it.
speaking of that, Destiny.
Yeah, Destiny's
yeah.
good.
I think Destiny 1's soundtrack was better than Destiny 2.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Honestly, Destiny didn't really stand out to me that much.
You didn't play it that much.
I played Destiny 1 a lot. Destiny 2 I haven't really played.
Not anywhere near Eric.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't think anyone in the
See,
world.
that'd be a game.
Now is it
Now,
stuck in your game
good
because
point,
of 20
good
hours?
Good point. Good
Or-
point.
Exactly.
I will take that point.
Here we are.
See, I'm brainwashed, and I think Destiny's a good soundtrack, but maybe it's because I listened to it for hours and hours and hours, just like these two brainwashed.
Oh, sure.
Well, I have a story about Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
I didn't play it a whole lot, but I had a friend who did, and he'd either stay the night with me or I'd stay the night with him. And I just remember waking up. He mastered that game, hardest level. He's just going at it. And just not that long ago, I texted him because a song came on the radio or somewhere, or I was listening to a playlist, something like that, and this song came on. And it just flooded me back. Like I'd wake up, and it's bad though when I would hear this song on the radio, but also I hear clicking to go with it because I'm hearing him play
Click
that
on the-
song and
yeah.
hearing, on guitar.
Yeah.
And I just texted him, and
You're probably
so-
thinking that song should have the clicky sound. when you
yeah,
listen
like
to
it's
it.
just because he was just hardcore at that game and just would play it all the time. And
Was that Chad?
It was Ryan.
Raw Ryan.
Yeah,
Not
Aaron
me.
Cunningham. No,
Not
another
me,
Ryan.
other Ryan.
Yeah.
But it was just
Less
it's just
important.
funny. It's just one of those silly things, like he would just go at that game hardcore, and I just hear that clicking and that songs. It was
It's like cowbell.
Yeah.
I gotta give props to
Give
Black Ops 1 Zombies
Okay.
soundtrack because
The
like
Easter
anytime I hear that music,
Yeah.
it's just like instant.
That had some cool Easter egg
Instant-
tracks. too.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's an interesting thought. Which Call of Duty had the best soundtrack?
Ooh.
I would say 4 for me because that was just a great, excellent game to start off with.
Yeah.
Call of Duty, what was it, Modern Warfare? I guess
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
that was number
Yeah.
4.
Call of Duty
right?
4. Yeah. Modern Warfare. I think
So-
mine's probably Black Ops 2. That's
Yeah.
got a pretty
Just
bang
main
theme.
theme.
That game.
Yeah.
That's like your bread and butter. You go to
What? Black
That
Ops
one.
2?
Just like I guess I'm kind of.
Yeah, which is weird
Is
because
that the first one you had? You didn't probably have that one.
no, the first one I had was Modern Warfare 2, but I didn't have internet or anything to play it.
Oh yeah,
So I just
poor kid.
played campaign and stuff.
You really, I'm surprised you got into IT because
Yeah.
you had no internet your whole life.
Yeah. But I mean I was also young, so like, and that was also still like a lot of people didn't have internet back.
I don't know. I guess
Also coming up.
I always had internet.
Yeah, like
I-
a lot of kids at school weren't playing Xbox
Back
Live
when
and stuff.
when we first started having dial up, I had 2 phone lines, so
Yeah.
I could use one
yeah,
dedicated.
you were.
I had
you've
one
always
for
been ahead of the
dedicated to. I tried to.
Real quick, any movie soundtrack shout outs? I know Dan's probably got some.
No, I got a list, but
Hit us with it.
so real fast. So first one was Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
that's
Dude,
so
that's
good.
That goes
like-
back to that style.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's basically songs that have been
Yeah,
written.
it's a mixtape. That's what they
Yeah.
were going for.
So I picked this next one because it's not necessarily my favorite movie, but I think it's an extremely popular soundtrack, and it's Dirty Dancing.
Okay.
I, hate
I
that
don't like
so
the movie
much.
at all. I just
I don't even like the soundtrack.
I just think people like it. Okay, one of my favorites, and I think one of the most underrated, is "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou."
Oh,
That is an
that's-
amazing soundtrack. You
Oh,
got some
yeah.
pretty top name bands, Union Railroad, and things like that on there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But it just has that folksy
I love
kind
that.
of sound to it. That's good. Another good one, which this is a movie I don't think I've ever even seen it, but I was reading up about it and I was reading all the songs. But American Graffiti,
Okay.
which is George Lucas's
Lucas,
first
baby.
film with Ron Howard,
Yeah.
and it has all those 60 kind of soda shop kind of songs,
Yeah.
the Four Seasons and Temptations and all that kind
Mm-hmm.
of stuff in there. So that's a big one. Top Gun,
Okay.
big
Top Gun
soundtrack.
thing. Yeah.
One that I
What happened, Eric?
something dropped.
I dropped my cat.
Not only did you drop it, there was like a process behind it.
Yeah. kind of like what? Yeah.
It took a journey.
The Crow.
Oh,
The Crow has a
That's
really
a good
cool
movie.
soundtrack.
Oh, yeah.
I need to show my kids that.
That's
I love The
it's a
Adam
great,
showed me that.
It's a great soundtrack. And then last but not least, Lion King.
Oh,
Lion King is
I had
a
to
really
throw
good
a
soundtrack.
pick- I had to throw a Disney.
Yeah.
It just has some really cool the African music and everything.
Yeah.
So pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
100%.
I'll do mine real quick. So kind of along lines for like songs that had like actual songs in it that I thought were really good choices. The Place Beyond the Pines. The last song is a Bon Iver song that
I
just
heard that.
hits you like a truck, and it is so good.
Does it feel good?
It feels good, man. it's like being hit by a truck, but also hugged by the driver.
Hugged.
He's there for you.
That's a nice.
I know it's
sensation.
conflicting, but that's how I describe Bon Iver's music when used in movies. Another one is Peanut Butter Falcon had a really good soundtrack, like a folky soundtrack.
Peanut Butter Falcon.
That's a good movie.
Really good movie.
Seen that?
That's the
Shia
Shia
LaBeouf?
LaBeouf movie, one of the recent ones.
Shia LaBeouf.
So I think you'd really like this movie, Eric. It's
Okay.
Shia LaBeouf, and that's it.
Hey, we've talked about this before, but plug for Shia LaBeouf, and that was my Office reference when Michael goes Shia LaBeouf. Anyways, I think he is a phenomenal actor when it comes to just playing an average dude.
Have you seen the stuff recently about his new movie he's coming out? So he's doing a movie where I forget the name of the person, but it's like a Catholic priest or whatever, and he's like known for method acting, like he
Yeah.
goes all in. And he posted something the other day. He's hanging out with like friars and stuff, like learning about God and stuff.
Really?
And, like he's like, I don't know if it's just for the movie or if
Right.
it's a phase, but he's like going all in. He's like hanging out with like these like Catholic priests and stuff.
Well, the
And,
Peanut
like,
Butter Falcon, he just plays like this dude down
Yeah,
with his luck.
exactly.
But you believe he's like a real dude.
Mm-hmm.
I just think he just obviously has a bad rap because he's done some pretty crazy
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Peanut
Like-
Butter Falcon
but
is.
that's a
I
good
watched that with
movie.
my mom, and I think that's her favorite movie of all time now.
Really?
But it's about this guy who, correct me anyone if I'm wrong, but a base premise. This guy knows. Is it his brother?
No,
who
it's
has
just
Down
a dude.
syndrome.
He just has Down
Some
syndrome.
guy has Down syndrome, and they cross paths, and he kind of escaped from like a housing thing. That
facility,
he was
yeah.
in like a facility, and he's big into wrestling. And so Shia LaBeouf takes him on this like adventure or whatever to like fill that dream of him wanting to be a pro wrestler.
Going to wrestling school.
in
and-
his wrestling school and stuff, and his pro wrestler name is the Peanut Butter Falcon, and it is the most heartwarming
Yeah, it is.
crap ever.
Okay.
It
You
is
just-
so good.
You just feel good. for
Talk
the
about
guy.
inspirational movies. That's a good one. So,
Yeah, it's based off a
Um,
novel, I believe.
and then the other aspect of movie soundtracks like cinematic stuff, and I'm sure we'll talk about this later. We have more time, but *Malignant*, the movie that came out, I thought that had a top tier cheesy horror soundtrack,
great.
and I loved it. Next,
Matrix.
*Matrix*.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yep.
Matrix.
A little
great.
Rob Zombie in there, right?
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
I had the soundtrack. Listen to it.
Mm.
Actually, I liked the first Mortal Kombat movie soundtrack.
Yeah.
It was a
Okay.
pretty good soundtrack with a lot of different sounds.
Mm.
And I guess I do tend to sometimes have a style of techno music.
Mhm.
Yeah.
In I like the upbeat stuff, but like
Yeah.
I like different
Is that
stuff.
like industrial techno stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
I
Those
would.
Oh,
Not necessarily the sound. Oh, geez, my mic is. It's not necessarily a soundtrack, but I remember it stuck with me. It was Triple X, and it's probably a bad example, but it was Triple X. It was the beginning of the movie, and the song that was playing was really cool. But it was really the movie kicked off with an action scene, and I researched this band to find out who it was. It was Rammstein. It was Firefly.
okay.
But I don't know why that was just.
believe your eyes.
Not that one. No,
Oh.
this was like, yeah. Anyways, but it was just so cool. Maybe the visual of the movie added in with that song was really cool. But yeah, I like that one.
Mad Max was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
The newest one.
It's
You're
really
telling
good.
me. Parker, you got any?
So as far as like actual song soundtracks, I really like Spider-Man 2. Like
Okay.
with Meant to Live with Switchfoot.
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
I love that song.
Yeah,
It
that
was
That
so
is
good.
a vibe.
I've always liked the Fast and Furious soundtracks too.
Okay.
Like they have some good songs on there.
Take you a drift.
Family.
Oh, no. The memes have made their way here.
Our family.
Oh gosh.
Sorry, I just ruined that for you. I will say though, the last one with what's his name? The guy that passed away.
Paul Walker.
Paul Walker.
Paul Walker.
That song that came out by Wiz Khalifa that was good before the memes hit it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse soundtrack.
Oh,
'Cause I'm a
yeah.
big into like hip hop and rap
Yeah.
and that kind of stuff. So that
That-
was
That is
Oh, yeah.
excellent soundtrack.
not only one of the probably best animated movies, but best soundtrack. I would
Yeah.
agree with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of my
That's-
favorite Marvel movies. It is
Juice
You got
World killed it.
Flower
Yeah.
on it. You got
too soon.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
soundtrack or a musical. I like The Greatest Showman. It's one of my favorite.
I don't think that the movie The Greatest Showman deserves the soundtrack that the songwriters created for it. That is
have you watched
yeah.
like behind the
Oh
scenes
my
of how they
gosh.
made the
Yeah.
songs?
Mhm.
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
But
just
yeah,
doesn't like
I thought the
circus.
music was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the music's better than the movie,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I still like the movie.
Yeah, I mean it's
Definitely.
not like a horrendous movie,
nah, but
like
the
the
songs
quality
in that,
difference.
the
Yeah.
songs in the
Yeah.
Oh,
movie,
yeah.
Songs are so good.
yeah.
The Other Side.
Mm-hmm. Like
Take
I
me
almost
to the other side. You know?
almost every song.
Yeah, Greatest Showman
Yeah.
song right there. I mean, bands play it and
Mhm.
everything.
I really liked the La La Land
Star Wars
soundtrack,
does not
too.
get much
Hmm.
love, but Star Wars. I'm sorry.
I liked.
Yeah, I mean that's iconic.
High School
Yeah.
Musical.
Anything John Williams has
No.
done is
100%.
fantastic. So just
Jurassic
Tom
Park,
Cruise.
Superman, Goonies.
yeah, we can just put it there.
You're taking Tom Cruise. What?
Mission
The
Impossible.
Rock. It was had Tom Cruise in it, and
Risky Business. Adam's mic keeps cutting out.
sorry,
Yeah.
the Julianne Hough was in it. It was rock and roll, but it was like the '80s rock.
Oh,
movie.
Rock of Ages.
Rock of Ages.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That was
a,
a good one.
That's a great- Yeah, they spliced a lot of those songs together.
That was really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I never seen that one.
It's pretty good.
Sick. All right. You want to wrap this
Sure.
guy up? Keep it a little concise.
Okay. I'll read the scripture here if I can get to it because I was looking up other stuff. So
Hit
know,
us with the
I
word.
want to talk amongst. No, I got it here, so we don't have to talk amongst ourselves.
I can play.
I thought it was
I'll sing
good for
some
the music.
Minecraft music.
No, thank you. It'll just put me to sleep.
How about the Jeopardy?
What is
theme?
what is? Go ahead, play me. Play me. Okay, I just want to kill
This
myself.
makes me want to go to Home Depot and get some lumber right now.
All right, I feel like building something.
Thank you, Bob Vila. Sponsor us.
All right, so it's Psalm 100. I thought this was kind of cool since our music. We're talking about music.
Ooh, can you sing it?
Shout for the Lord, all of the earth.
Shout
Worship
to
the
the
Lord
Lord.
with gladness. Come before the Lord with joyful song. Know that the Lord is God. It is He who made us, and we are His, and we are His people, the sheep of His pasture. Enter His gates with thanksgiving, and His courts with praise. Give Him thanks to Him, and praise His name. For the Lord is good, and His love endures forever. His faithfulness will continue through all generations.
Mm,
I was just thinking about Psalms and thinking about music and the soundtracks.
Yeah.
And I think it is kind of neat that music is one of those things that, in other words, I guess another way to put it is that there's a rhythm to everything.
yeah.
You ever thought about how sound plays an important part of life?
Mm-hmm.
Like your heart, it's a rhythm.
Yeah, I see what you're
You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
you know, the way the ocean
Yeah.
goes in and out. It's just that there is, and you think about movement as energy, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
And I mean, even like things like in nature, like I know people have like recorded like the sounds that like the sun makes. Like
Yeah.
there's like a resonance, like a vibe that it gives off. And even like trees and stuff. Like if you, like trees, I don't know if they necessarily communicate the way that we think they do, but they give off like a very like low like vibration.
Yeah.
That's like a sound. So it
So-
is cool what you're saying.
but yeah, like everything has been given. Well, you think about too, like that God spoke everything into existence. That it was, you know, those words moving,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that gave power.
It like started a
You know what I
rhythm.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, started
Yeah,
a rhythm.
that's
yeah,
that's a cool thing to
really
think
cool.
about.
That if you think about it, everything does have a rhythm
Yeah.
to it and
Mhm.
a beat to it.
Exactly.
So, like, is music really something we invented, or is it something that's always been there throughout time
Yeah.
that we
I
just
mean,
have utilized in some way?
yeah. I mean, I don't know the exact origins of music, probably like tribal stuff, but it is like a very. I know some people don't have a huge connection to music and stuff, but for like a lot of the earlier stuff that I've heard, like some of the like tribal stuff, like it's just a supernatural, just like expression. And when we express things, I feel like that goes beyond just, you know, the idea of us just being like a random organism that evolved and stuff. It's like there's something deeper there to where we're able to respond to our feelings with something physical like music.
Yeah.
And that's why I love music so much. It's a huge way of expressing things for me, either by singing or just listening and to stuff. So
Well, it's just, you know, like they've done studies that show that infants respond to music, and
yeah.
even the mother's heartbeat is
Yeah.
Mhm.
something for the baby.
Oh, for
that,
sure. Yeah.
The baby senses and picks up on it.
Yeah.
It's just as like you're saying, there's natural rhythms that we kind of pick up on and change or alter our moods, and that's why they're so important in video games and so important in movies, because, and pretty much anything you do, because they can set that tone. You know,
Mhm.
not only do you need to, you know, it's like going back to movie making. If you ever make a movie, you got to focus on all those different levels, right? You got to
Mhm.
focus on, yeah, you want good quality, and as far as your camera work and all those things, but then you got to think about, okay, what music is going to go with that to set the tone, to set
Yeah.
the atmosphere, and
Mhm.
whether you choose to have music in that one scene or choose to build it up,
Yeah.
how are you going to accomplish that?
Exactly.
But the right music can just set the right. So there's those rhythms we go through that kind of get us, and it's even interesting, like you know, how we all kind of you know, feel that or sense that with our moods and
Yeah.
changes those
Yeah,
dynamics.
it is interesting to think about. like, why do we react to music the way we do? Like, why? Like, who decided that like a slow song with strings and like piano and stuff? Like, why does that make us feel sad? Like, it's just interesting to think about, like, how strongly people react to music. Because like if you think about it, it doesn't make sense. Like, it's just these sound waves that sometimes just make someone break down and cry. Like, I edit wedding videos a lot. And like
I'm just picturing you like trying to edit, you're like,
just crying.
"Ah."
But I mean, it's crazy because like a lot of like just you can listen to like a straight up song just by yourself and can be moved by it without lyrics even.
Would you
like
care to videotape my funeral?
I would love to do an epic funeral edit. Dun, 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 Eric's funeral.
As you come up around the casket, you just kind of zoom in like slow mo around.
No, I'm gonna have to do the bagpipe soundtrack you did for Gospel Drama.
Eric, I'll film your funeral only if you let me put a GoPro on you in the casket so that we can see
I'm
everyone that
fine
goes
with it.
by.
I'm fine with that. That'd be so sweet.
I think the
All
video
right.
needs to end with game over.
Roasted.
Oh man. All right. Well,
You can put some sappy music in there.
so I think we're going over a little bit. We're trying to keep these kind of short.
Yeah.
But anyway, thanks so much for watching.
Yeah,
Hopefully the first half of this didn't completely turn you off from listening to the rest, but
Yeah.
I love the first half. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for next episode because we're going to have Parker's little baby brother. Cameron on. So
What are you guys like 17 months apart?
Something like that.
Yeah.
deuces.
See ya.